George Russell back on the top step of the podium. Kimi Antonelli falters again, and was Lewis Hamilton's possible title challenge after Barcelona a false dawn? Let's start this with Ferrari, because we've a lot to talk about overall after that race. Coming out of Barcelona, first race win for Ferrari, was a bit of momentum behind him, had big aero upgrades in Barcelona, and was coming into Austria with engine upgrades. The question was, surely this is the moment that Hamilton can kick on and really start his title challenge. Didn't happen. Completely outpaced by McLaren and Mercedes. Tyre deg, the heat was there. It was always going to be pretty bad for everyone, but Ferrari just weren't there in terms of tyre deg. They just couldn't seem to get past it. And particularly after Barcelona, they did so well. So I don't know if Barcelona if it was just one of their good tracks. Each team seems to have a track that really suits their car and tracks that don't. So that's intriguing. He's heading to Silverstone next week. He would have loved to have another good result in his bag. And finished P5, 19 seconds off Piastri. No, 19 seconds behind. Yeah, 19 seconds behind the podium. So not the way he would have wanted to go. Leclerc, again, another day where he just wasn't really at the races. Excuse the pun. It's not gelling for him this year at all. But yeah, Ferrari in general will be disappointed after that race. Not the kind of race they wanted after such a great Barcelona. Moving on to George Russell, though, he's back on the top step of a Grand Prix podium, winning his first Grand Prix since the season opener in Australia. And that is just what he needs heading into his home race at Silverstone. Yeah, two bad races well, no, it wasn't a terrible race for Antonelli, although he did have a very scrappy start, going off the road 3 times. But 2 wins on 2 outscoring races for Russell. He outscored Antonelli against and has closed his title bid again. The points difference between him and Antonelli, the momentum is now definitely with him. You can't deny that. So he'll be heading into Silverstone hoping for a first home win, and I'm sure it will be a very popular win. How does Antonelli bounce back? You got the sense at the start of that race when he was a bit frantic and a bit all over the shop and went off the road 3 times, that aspect of it, he hasn't managed to settle into it yet, and he's only in his 2nd season, and it's incredible that he's in this position in season 2. But yeah, questions to be asked there. And it'll be intriguing now going forward, seeing, can he calm down? Or is this kind of lost momentum? Is it going to catch up on him in the same way that we thought with George? When Kimi got some momentum going and started winning races and expanding his points gap, how that was going to mentally and psychologically affect George Russell. He seems to have overcome that now. He's outscored him twice. Fair enough, in Barcelona it was a retirement, but George has suffered a retirement too, and in Canada we don't know how that race would have ended had the reliability issue not hit him. So intriguing to see. We have to talk about Red Bull and Verstappen. P2, and could well have been challenging for the win, although I think George always had him covered. But he really loves this circuit, and he really does well. He really does well at it. So it's tremendous for him after such a difficult start to the season. Was this kind of a false dawn? Was it just circuit dependent, or can he kick on and really hammer home now? Because Red Bull had a lot of updates here, so unless that's that aspect of things helping him, Nick, but and particularly after his off in qualifying when he was pushing really hard, P2 is good. So intrigued to see will that turn his tide of a season as well.